Hi everybody, good morning and welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Filipina Petite, so if you're a newbie here, welcome in my small house. I do hope you consider liking and subscribing and of course watching my video. You will help me in my channel to grow, so thank you so much for that, as well as with my current subscribers. Today is October 17th, that means today is another day, it is another vlog for us. So, I have a new topic to discuss with you lovies, and we will talk about things that you might find hard or tough when you move to the Philippines, specifically if you move to the province. So a lot of you told me that you are eyeing the Philippines to be your retirement country, and I'm glad about it because I'm excited seeing all of you building a family with your Filipina. You get a nice property, and I know Philippines is much cheaper than the country where you are right now. Anyhow, there are some things that can annoy you, and at the same time it will take time for you to get used to it. All right, eventually after you watch this video, you can decide if ever you still want to move in the province. As a Filipino, I prefer living in the province than living in the city because it's much cheaper here. People are more kind. I'm not saying that people in the cities are not kind, okay? But people here are respectful, different, and there are so many factors still. The bad thing about living here is number one, the consistent and non-stop power outages. So we all know, lovies, that not all Filipino family can afford to buy a solar light or panel, electric generator because it's really expensive. For us, let's say we would experience like 3 times, 7 times power outages in a day, especially if there are heavy rains, the typhoon is coming, and if there is a strong typhoon comes, the worst thing that you can experience is not having an electricity for like a month or so. So I know it can annoy you, and I know that you are not used to it because some of you came from a country where power outages only happen sometimes. And yes, that is true here. There are like 4 days in a month, every Saturday here in my province, where there will be no electricity since 6 a.m. We'll go back like 6 p.m. also, or until 8 p.m. Depends. If that happens, we would bring our kids to the brook, to the river, and they would swim the whole day. We would just go back by the time that we know electricity is coming back again. Number two, we have the noise. Okay, so I'm gonna give you a clip here where I am showing you that by the days that I cannot film a new vlogs, it's because some of my neighbors are singing in the karaoke for like the whole day or the whole night. It can happen. And you know, the Filipino people loves to sing. Anyone could buy a karaoke. Sometimes you just feel annoyed because some people are singing the karaoke here, and on your left side another people are singing the karaoke, so you might get confused, and it can annoy you so much. Hi everybody, October 16, and as you can see, my neighbors is singing the karaoke again. So this is usually what happens if you are living here in the province. The noise is everywhere, and that karaoke can last until early in the morning or 24/7. And see, right now I cannot film a vlog or I cannot do a live stream. Sorry. The next one is all the roosters. Of course, roosters are everywhere, so you cannot stop. Even if you feel roosters is annoying, or even the neighbors that keep on shouting to their kids, the mom that is always angry with the kids, or someone is fighting, you can all experience that here if you move in the province. Number three, let's talk about the weather, because we all know that Philippines is a tropical country, so it will be like rainy days for a week, 2 weeks, it depends. There will be always typhoon passing in the Philippines. So if there are rainy days, guys, you might get annoyed with the muddy places, because not all can afford to make their property put a cement or gravel in sand or something like that. So anywhere you go, your slippers or your shoes will be full of mud. And then if there is typhoon, if you have a house like this, it is not safe, so we will just move to a sturdy house like my parents' house. Even our neighbors' lobbies. So expect that if you have a good and sturdy house in the province, there might be neighbors that will ask you if they could stay with you guys and then leave after the typhoon. So anyway, we will talk about that, and I will show you once there is typhoon coming about our scenario, because usually there are like 4 or 5 family move to my parents' house because it's a little sturdy than this, and they will stay with us. Number 4 is we have the big supermarket or restaurant. So the nearest restaurant that I see is like 3 Village, okay? And if you want to eat in a good restaurant here, you can go to Pili or Naga City, because that's the nearest city here in my place. By the way, my place is Bula, and the nearest city is Naga City, which is an hour to 1 hour and a half drive via jeepney. Or if you have car, that will be better. Speaking of big supermarket lobbies, it will be hard for you to look for some ingredients or for a certain food like US made food, Indian spices. You cannot just find it here. Even for the whipping cream, because we were looking for it with my cousin, but we couldn't find. There are only like few big supermarket, which is SM Supermarket and Robinson Supermarket. So we tried both, and luckily we find the whipping cream or the other things that my cousin needed when he wants to cook. That would be your problem, because I know that if you came from the US, then you can see a lot of big supermarket. And here in the Philippines, by the way, I'm gonna show you a picture, because usually there are only sari store here. So let me show you the pic of the sari store, and that you can buy anything you want there, like your oil, soy sauce, vinegar, biscuits, egg, and noodles, or something like that. So that could be a problem, and of course at first you will not get used to it. Okay, so you are lucky if you can afford to buy a car. And it's good here in the province because traffic is not really a problem, unlike if you live in Manila. But the thing is, if you cannot afford to buy your own vehicle, you need to ride in a jeepney or in a tricycle where there were like 22 people inside. I know you will have hard time like huddling with so many people inside the jeepney or inside the tricycle. So that could be annoying for you at first. But over the time, I guess you will get used to it. Alright, so I have the last one, and that is having a clean tap water. So usually, lovies, I told you that we are taking water from the well, from the pump, and right now we are lucky that we installed, or our municipality already allow us to install like a water from, we call it Nawasa, or something like where you get your water. We are paying $3 a month for me. By the way, this is my second month for that. And then, yeah, you cannot just drink your tap water. You can use it for your laundry, for your taking bath, or any stuff like watering your plants, but not using it for cooking and, of course, you cannot use it drinking water. I would buy like a mineral water in the store because there are so many stores that are selling mineral water, which is cost like 30 pesos, or let's say 55 cents. So I know that it can be annoying, but as I've said, if you can afford a good lifestyle, like you can build a pump near your house, you can buy a good property, build a house there, fenced it, and then you have your pump, you have your water installed. You just need the money to pay for it, and of course you need a lot of budget if you want a convenient life here in the province. So far that's all our vlog. I hope you enjoyed this video, and let's see if all of you still wants to live in the province here in the Philippines. Thank you so much, lovies. I have to end this video now. Bye bye, and see you in my next vlog. I love you all. Please like and subscribe.